There are many sports games around the world such as basketball, volleyball, soccer. Some are international, some are regional. Some are easy and some are hard. But there are also very interesting games. Some of these games come from traditional culture. Others are created by people who are bored with common popular games and make them interesting. They are adrenaline-filled games with a lot of acrobatics. There are also some very dangerous ones. Here are 10 interesting sports games. Number 1. Cycleball. This game played on a bicycle is similar to indoor soccer, but the rules are very different. Each team consists of 2 players. Matches last 14 minutes. Players ride a fixed-gear bicycle with no brakes and no free wheel. Players control the ball with the bicycle and head. Only goalkeepers can use their hands. The game includes substitutes, yellow and red cards, free kicks, corners, and penalties. The player who steps on the ground with his feet is sent off but starts the game again. Acrobatic stunts with the bicycle never make the game boring. The game may look dangerous, but the players are very careful and professional. That's why it's a very simple but spectacular game. Invented in Germany, cycleball is very popular in Europe. Nicholas Edward Kaufmann first introduced the game in 1893. The first World Championship was held in 1929. Number 2. Extreme ironing. Can you iron your shirt when you're on top of a rock trying to stand on water or falling from 3,000 meters? As the name of the game suggests, this is extreme ironing. Players take ironing boards to remote locations outdoors and iron clothes. But these places are often very dangerous. Extreme ironing was invented in 1997 in England by Phil Shaw. Players can do extreme ironing individually or in groups. The more difficult the conditions, the more points players score. The player with the highest score wins. There are many records in this game. It is much debated whether it is a sport or not, but it is definitely a high adrenaline practice. Number 3. Yukigassen. Do you love snowball fights too? Then why not make a sport of it? Yukigassen is a fighting game with snowballs. The game is played in a limited space with 2 teams of 7 people. The aim of the game is to take the other team's flag. To do this, players try to eliminate each other by throwing snowballs at each other. Each match consists of 3 sets of 3 minutes. Players can use a maximum of 90 snowballs in each set. The team that wins the most sets is the winner. Yukigassen started in 1989 on the Shoshinsan Mountain in Sobetsu, Japan. Today it is played in Japan, Finland, Norway, Australia, Sweden, and Canada. Yukigassen is a Japanese word. It is made up of the words yuki meaning snow and gassen meaning battle. So it is a snow war. Number 4. Wife carrying. At the origin of this game, there are different stories about thieves in Finland in the 19th century who carried women and food from other villages. However, we will not tell you the stories. The wife-carrying game is actually a running competition. You just have to have a partner on your back during the run. The players decide how the partners will be carried. Your teammates do not have to be married. The course is 254 meters and has various obstacles. The first competition was held in Finland in 1992. Today, the North American Championship and the World Championship are organized. Number 5. Cheese rolling. Rolling a stone or a ball down a hill can be easy. But have you ever rolled down a hillside? Well, there is a competition for that too. Cheese rolling takes place every year in the spring at Cooper's Hill in England. Participants roll down a 200-meter-long hill. They chase a wheel-shaped double Gloucester cheese. The cheese is sent down 1 second before the competitors. Its speed can reach 110 kilometers per hour. The competitors start after the cheese and the first one to reach the finish line gets the cheese. However, since 2013, a foam replica has been used instead of cheese for safety reasons. The winner receives real cheese prizes. Many injuries occur during the competition. The first written evidence of this traditional event dates back to 1826. However, it is believed to be a 600-year-old tradition. Number 6. Zorbing. Zorbing is another tumbling game. In this competition, players roll downwards in a transparent, solid, soft, and large plastic sphere. It takes place on hills that are not too steep. The balls are 2 and 3 meters in diameter. In this ball, which is filled with air, 1 or 2 people enter. Players are fixed inside the ball. It is a game that makes the players dizzy. Sometimes injuries occur. The ball was invented in New Zealand in the 1970s. Today it is played in many countries. The word Zorbing means sphere riding. Number 7. Quadball. Quadball was inspired by the game of Quidditch in the Harry Potter series. It is called Muggle Quidditch for distinction. Muggle refers to people without magical abilities in the fictional story. This sport started in America at Middlebury. Since 2022, the game is also known as Quadball. This team sport consists of 2 teams of 7 players. Players play by riding broomsticks. The goal is to score more points. Points are scored by passing the ball through the opposing team's hoop-shaped goalposts. Each team has 3 hoops. Each successful throw scores 10 points. If a tennis ball-sized snitch is caught, the team gets more points. Each match lasts 30 or 40 minutes. Matches are held around the world. Team players are of mixed genders, including non-binary. The match rules are almost identical to those in the fictional book. Number 8. Swamp Soccer. If you like both soccer and mud, you might like this game. Originating in Finland, this game is a type of soccer played in the swamp. It started out as a way to exercise and later became a kind of soccer match. However, the rules are different from field soccer. Each match is organized in 2 halves of 12 minutes. There are corner kicks, penalties, and throw-ins, but no offsides. Players can change at any time. The first championship league was held in 1998. It is known that there are currently 300 teams playing this game. Number 9. Underwater hockey. You've heard of ice hockey, field hockey, rink hockey, but have you heard of underwater hockey? It is also known as octopus. Underwater hockey is basically the same as all other hockey games. The goal is to get the puck into the opposing team's goal. Matches are played in a pool full of water. Each team consists of 12 players. Only 6 players can be in the pool. 4 players can change places at any time. The disc must always be in contact with the floor. Players cannot interfere with each other. There are 2 referees underwater and 1 referee above water. The game was developed by the British Navy in the 1950s to develop divers. There are now underwater hockey teams around the world. Number 10. Sepak Takraw. Sepak Takraw or kick volleyball is a team game. Played by 2 teams of 2 or 4 players, a plastic ball in the form of a mesh is used. Players try to knock the ball into the court of the team on the other side of the net, as in the common volleyball. However, players are not allowed to use their hands in this game. Sepak Takraw is considered the national sport of Malaysia. This game is similar to traditional games played in many Southeast Asian countries. The game was first performed in the Malaysian state of Penang in 1945. Later in 1960, a modern version was created jointly by Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, and Myanmar. Sepak Takraw literally means kicking a rattan ball. Sepak is a Malay word meaning kick, and takraw is a Thai word meaning rattan ball with a mouthpiece and woven rattan ball. In 1960, Malaysia and Thailand agreed on the name. You can also share the games you find interesting in the comments. You can support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video.